Not a good idea. Comes.
Just a little bit before the 55, so we still have some slowing there on that 22 from about Beach, and then the South 405 still heavy from Westminster heading into Fountain Valley. There's I believe it was a northbound 405 problem at the 605 because we definitely have had some slowing on that West 22 and the North 405 merge there, heading up towards where the problem is at the 605. Let's go to Jeff. He's been over the Ventura in Sky One.
You betcha, boy. The weather temperature's kind of nice here this morning, that's for sure. Your drive, well, it's kind of average. I hope you've allowed enough for it, but it's a little slow coming away from Tampa towards the 405. If you are going to continue to the Hollywood Freeway, seems to be a little bit more volume here, that's for sure, but at least all lanes are open. Westbound drive's about the same time coming out of Toluca Lake around Hollywood Way. Had some problems on the 110, the Arroyo Seco for that Sky 2. Oh, we got a call on this 110 northbound, actually the Avenue 43 on-ramp for the North 110. There was apparently a big rig trying to get on the freeway there. I didn't see it. Looks like he got out of there, fortunately. Not supposed to be there for a big rig, but it's the southbound side that's heavy from about Avenue 52 heading into downtown.
And the northbound side of the 605 continues to be heavy from the 91 all the way up towards about Beverly, and southbound side is tough as well, getting away from the 210, believe it or not, all the way down to the 60. The exogen temporal scanner thermometer is doctor recommended and backed by more medical studies than any other thermometer. Your family's health care deserves the best. The exogen temporal scanner thermometer. Get yours at Walgreens and other fine retailers today. Our next report at 8:55 with Southern California's most frequent traffic reports. I'm Jennifer York, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Outside today, look for the temps to be somewhere into the mid-70s. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer, maybe back into the 80s tomorrow. Studio City has 68 now. Corona has 60, and in Lake Forest, it's 68 degrees.
8:46 now on KNX. It's not just sports fans who will be tuning into a Monday Night Football tonight. A trailer for the new Star Wars movie will debut during halftime as well. And tickets for the new movie, which opens December 18th, will go on sale immediately after the trailer plays. The Force Awakens, the seventh film in the Star Wars franchise, is one of the most anticipated movies of the year.
Eddie Murphy picks up the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
Having my family here with me to be honored, that's a great thing.
Kathy Griffin, Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah, among those at the show at the Kennedy Center last night. A show, by the way, taped that you'll see on public television next month.
A federal judge in New Orleans has ordered Louisiana to continue providing Medicaid funding to Planned Parenthood clinics for at least 14 more days. A federal judge here in Louisiana says the state...
She was all excited to have her friends and family around, and now all that food and stuff is being, sucks.
Where's the guy?
Served up to disgusting homeless people.
Where's the guy?
Only 35 grand worth of wedding stuff you got.
Oh my God.
No, I just felt terrible for her.
Yeah.
Feel her sadness in the print of the story.
That's a little,
That's a little womanish of you. Now.
Just really womanish of him.
Now, you dodged a bullet. You're not married, so
That's
thank
right.
God.
Screw that guy.
Especially to that guy.
Yeah. Well, not just that guy. Jeez. Just, have you learned your lessons? Just stay single.
Right.
You can have a
Sing
boyfriend,
Sink life all
Have
the
a
way.
boyfriend, live together if you want.
Right.
Skip the whole, legality of the whole thing.
Just Goldie Haunted.
Yeah.
Dink life is fine.
just menace and nacho it.
Right.
I know.
So much easier.
I talk to so many people that are married, and 90% of them are not happy. And I don't know why.
Well, dude, you say that, but you're getting married. You and Nacho know you're getting married. We're just waiting for
Probably
that.
eventually, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know why people are so unhappy. What is the big difference when you're boyfriend and girlfriend and you live together when you're married?
The big difference is that there is something to it where, because of the legality and because of there's like a finalness to it. You know what I mean? It's like once your options are all open. Not that you have any plan to leave the person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're committed.
Yeah. But you're in it, and if you want to get out of it, it's kind of like a trapped feeling.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Just too much paperwork.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying that's what it
part of
is.
it.
Honestly, the marriage part really doesn't bother me. I'm not an exciting person. You know what I mean? I wasn't out clubbing, and I wasn't out just slaying.
Right.
Because I didn't lead that life.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You were slaying lots of chicks.
Oh, please. For a minute.
There were so many nicknames I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, but you know what? It wasn't for me. It was a brief time in my life. It just wasn't for me. I'm more of a relationship person.
Yeah, I do it for their benefit too.
Right.
Sure. Very generous.
Sure.
Lucky
Very
ladies.
generous.
Yeah, so I mean that part of, I mean the thing that really changes everything, if the getting married thing that is not what changes your life. What changes your life is when you have kids, because it's not even about two adults, and you know, if you want to go do something, like as long as you have a wife that's, you know, cool, if you want to go out, like she doesn't always have to be there with you. Like one of those clingy wives, those are the annoying ones. You know, or that clingy husband that just can't let you have a night out with your friends, that's annoying.
Sure.
But like when you have kids, like forget it, nobody's doing anything. You know? That's what really changes everything. It's not so much the marriage as much as it is the... Now, if you were that person who is just out and picking up people all the time and you love the thrill, like my wife's got a friend, this chick, she was used to getting hit on all the time and she loved the attention from all these other guys and, you know, whatever. Then she got married and she kind of felt like... What was stifled, I guess is the word. By the whole thing. Suffocated by the whole thing. I mean, they're still married, but she had a really rough time adjusting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not getting as much attention.
Yeah, because she couldn't just, like, you know, go with all these different guys and, you know, flirt, get free drinks.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Because she had this husband at home.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Is anyone else picturing Menace and Nacho's wedding and they're like texting their vows?
I know, right?
We're like reading them, like those text alerts at concerts and stuff.
Hashtag Menace wedding. Churro.
Congrats, Menace and Nacho.
the ring
It's
bearer.
gonna pass back.
I know they don't even
You
speak
can
to each
totally
other.
get that set up.
I'm sure you can.
You will.
Yeah.
That is exactly how it'll happen.
You know, like,
They'll just text each other.
You know, kind of like an elephant, like has that little tiny chain around its ankle, and the elephant feels like it can't move. Now that elephant can easily rip that goddamn chain right out of the ground and go wherever it wants. It's just knowing that the chain is there, it feels like it can't go anywhere. That's marriage.
Oh, it sounds so romantic.
Yeah.
I love that.
I signed up.
I want to be chained.
Mistakes have
great.
been made.
Chain me now. And
Dang
then
it.
when Nacho and I are like on a flight or something, there's some baby crying. We're like, sounds like a party over there.
Let's go to Desiree and Tustin. Good morning, Desiree.
Good morning.
Hey, so what do you got for us? You have
Love you guys.
you have a reason for Menace to get married.
You know, not a reason, but just an incentive. Me and my husband have been together almost 18 years. We didn't get married till after being together 15 years. And the only reason that prompted us, we had already been talking about marriage in 2011. We knew that was going to be the year. But that year, earlier in the year, his best friend passed away of a pulmonary embolism. And he had been with his significant other for almost 12, 13 years, 2 kids. And she and the children had no say in their funeral arrangement. You know, to not have anything to do with your significant other's afterlife or burial or, you know, the way they're going to rest in peace, they had no say.
Now can't you get that all set up, like through attorneys and
No.
whatever? Like you can just like designate it to somebody.
No, when you're not married, you have no say. It's the next of kin, which was his mother. She said, this is how it's going to be. I want him buried here, next to me, not near the children. He actually had expressed he wanted to be cremated. And so that, you know, he, for whatever reason, you know, you have these conversations with your significant other while you're in bed at night. And his girlfriend had said, you know, this is what he wanted, and the mom just completely ignored them.
Yeah, but see, that seems kind of crazy. Like, okay, so, like, if you, as a healthy person, you guys go to a lawyer and you set something up for yourself, like your last will and like anybody can set up a will, whether you're married or not, right? So you go to the lawyer, you set it up, and you say, look, if anything should happen to me, you can pretty much designate whatever you want, I would think, because those are your final wishes. It's legal, it's binding.
I doubt he did that.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he didn't do that, well then yes. I'm saying, but like, you know, if that's something that's really important to you, it's not like, oh, well, I guess I got to get married.
Yeah.
Just so like my final wishes are followed through on. I'm pretty sure you can go to a lawyer and get that all drawn up in a last will and testament.
It has to be in writing.
Yeah, you know, if somebody does that, I'm sure, I honestly don't know all those legalities, but, you know, things happen, you know. How do we know it's not going to make it home that day from work, you know, and something bad happens?
Damn, you're bringing me down.
Happy
Jeez.
Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but you know what? I'm just saying, you know, we went to the courthouse, you know, actually the day of his services. Me and my husband were like, oh my God, what if something happened?
Yes,
like,
get married,
you know,
man.
our
Okay.
best
Yeah.
friend.
Well, I'll be dead, so I wouldn't care.
Right, but Nacho.
Yeah, right?
Nacho got churro. She'll be fine.
Sorry, guys. I think after that we need to live life and party, right?
Oh.
ya, coming at ya, coming at ya, live life and party. Coming at ya, coming at ya, coming at ya, live life and party. Coming at ya, coming at ya, coming at ya, live life and party. To the left now, to the left now, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right now, to the right now, to the left, to the right, to the left now. Live life and party, coming at ya.
All the buggers of the house say hey! All the buggers of the house say ho! Now every buggle scream!
Wow, that's so not fair.
After the Woody Show, 2 hours of non-stop all 98.7 music.
Mom just texted. She's in line. She'll be here in a minute.
Well, I tell you what, let's play a game while we wait, okay?
In the Ralph's parking lot?
Sure. I spy with my little eye something.
Mom, we just got your text.
Yeah, that fast checkout is great. Fast, friendly checkout. Every day at Ralph's. Right now, bone-in USDA Choice New York Strip Steaks or extra-large Easy Peel Shrimp are $5.77 a pound. Save big with your Ralph's Rewards card. Teamwork. It's how big things get done. That's why Ralph's has teamed up with some great brands to donate $3 million to local breast cancer programs this year. And we hope you'll join us in the fight. When you shop at Ralph's, just look for the pink tags on your favorite items that support the cause. And go to sharingcourage.com to find a walk to join, a place to volunteer, or even some inspiration for yourself. There's power in every pink purchase at Ralph's.
It's not the darkness you have to fear. It's what lurks within.
Six Flags Fright Fest, terror beyond belief. 14 mazes and scare zones with a new territory twisted. The largest scare zone ever, and the new sinister circuit. Plus the scariest coasters in the dark. Save big on admission at sixflags.com or buy a 2016 season pass and admission is free to Fright Fest. Presented by Snickers.
Hello?
Susan, it's the islands calling. Surf's up this weekend.
Yeah, I gotta work.
Oh, that's bogus, dude. All you should be working on are your hula moves and hang in 10. In LA, San Francisco, Anaheim, Hawaii. I'm talking bodacious waves, a foodie's paradise, and gnarly coasters. So keep your head down for a few more days and you'll mahalo me later.
There's no time like playtime. Get unbeatable prices on 12 unbeatable hotel brands at Hilton.com.
Vons makes it easy to save at the pump with your Vons Club card because you can use up to 20 cents per gallon in Vons gas rewards at participating.
This is 104.3 My FM. It is Valentine in the Morning. Facebook.com/Valentine in the Morning if you want to join our conversation. That conversation lives throughout the entire day, too. And we have fun going on there reading stuff and responding to it later in the day as well. So feel free to jump on there. So a girl takes her hair and tucks it behind her ear. Is she flirting with you when she makes that coy move? Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say that about me. Suddenly I turn to the Michael Jackson my voice. What is that? Danielle, Beverly Hills, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I agree with Jill that it's a nervous habit. I think it can be a little bit of flirting, but like nervous flirting, like you're not sure like what's going on. Yeah, I've actually had one of my most embarrassing stories involve nervous hair touching. I was at a movie premiere and I met Gerard Butler.
Okay.
And I was with my now husband and my little brother, and apparently I could not stop touching my hair. And they all could not stop laughing at me.
You were nervous meeting Gerard Butler. Do you have a thing for him?
Yeah, he was really cute, and his accent is kind of like melt-inducing.
Okay.
And I don't know, like I had a little bit to drink, and I was just in a weird atmosphere.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say. He was like talking to me, I didn't know what to say. And it was really embarrassing.
You just couldn't stop playing with the hair. Hey, what does it mean when a girl eats her hair?
That's like a Phoebe from Friends, and I think that's also a nervous tick.
I thought it was a vitamin deficiency. I didn't know what was going on. I see, like Jill sometimes will do it. I'll find you sitting here with hair in your mouth.
Well, sometimes I'm smelling the hair, and so
it is?
yeah.
Okay.
Also, I think sometimes most of them are concentrating a lot. Like, my mom actually does it when she's concentrating.
Really?
It's like a go-to for women. You don't know what to do with your hands, so you just start playing with your hair.
Also,
right,
when
since-
you have long hair, you just don't know what to do with it. It's like too long. And
Yeah. What signal do you pick up on from us men to you that he's trying to flirt?
the same thing that someone was saying before about, like, touching, like, skin contact. He touches my shoulder. He, you know, looks really intently at me, like, eye contact while we're talking at a bar. Also cute.
Seems inappropriate for a guy just to touch a girl.
Yeah.
Like, a girl can maybe brush up against a guy or put the hand on the shoulder, but guys don't usually do
But, like,
that.
when a guy, like, laughs and, like, his hand just, like, happens to fall on you for a second.
Just like the top of your shoulder, not anywhere
He
else.
sounds like a creeper of a guy. Where are you going, by the way? Hey, listen, what are you doing on Monday nights? You free on Monday nights?
I can be.
Well, good, because you're going to Dancing with the Stars!
Awesome! Yay!
Congratulations! Congratulations! Dancing with the Stars. Don't miss it. Tonight, 8 o'clock, only on ABC7. You'll go next week to the live taping at DWTS.
Awesome. Thank you, Valentine. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you. I've got my hand on your shoulder right now.
Awesome. I love that. Your wife will too.
Oh, what? No, I meant in a polite way.
My FM.
More music. More variety. KPFG Los Angeles.
104.3 My FM. My FM.
Chris Catan is 45.
Equipment that'll help us locate the wreckage, and then if we can find it, hopefully get on board and remove the voyage data recorder.
It has been nearly 3 weeks since the ship lost power, then vanished during Hurricane Joaquin. 33 crew members were aboard. 3 weeks ago, China promised it wouldn't hack U.S. companies. News correspondent Vicki Barker tells us the promise appears to have been broken.
Cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike says it's thwarted 7 Chinese hack attacks on U.S. technology and pharmaceuticals companies since the cyber deal was announced. Dmitry Alperovich is CrowdStrike's co-founder.
Some companies may have decided that after this agreement, the time of Chinese attacks against them is over, and this clearly shows that that's not the case.
He says the first attempt came one day after President Obama and Chinese President Xi Jinping announced their deal. The most recent was today. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
Home builders feel good about the market after a 3-point rise in newly built homes this month compared to September. National Association of Home Builders chief economist David Crow.
It takes us back to the levels we last saw in late 2005 as the boom began to cool.
So the Dow is down 9 points. In Bradenton, Florida, police believe a body found in a freezer is that of an 11-year-old girl missing for months. They say the girl's mother and an unidentified man brought the freezer to the girl's grandmother's house last week. She and another relative opened it up after news reports that the mother had been arrested for refusing to answer questions about her daughter's location. This is CBS News.
This is KNX 1070 News Radio. Good morning, I'm Dick Hilton.
And I'm Chris Seaton. Here's what's happening at 9:03. The federal government wants to move with blazing speed for new rules to help regulate the sale and use of drone aircraft.
In more than 200 incidents involving drones and commercial aircraft operating in too close proximity, 42 have happened near LAX. That's why the Department of Transportation wants a panel of 24 experts to put together protocols for what size and type of drones need to be registered and their owners made aware of flight safety rules. Michael Drubeck with the Small UAV Coalition says while it's a laudable concept, the truth is getting such regulations takes more time than people think.
We were supposed to have a rule in place for commercial use as mandated by Congress in 2012 by September of this year. We do not.
Drubeck thinks a panel drafting new regulations in just 3 months might not even get close to its stated goals. At LAX, Pete Demetrio, KNX 1070 News Radio.
John Sentry owns California Drone Supply. He sells drones to filmmakers and industrial users, and we talked with him just minutes ago. He says he likes the idea of regulation.
I don't necessarily want to see it affect the free market economy. I'd like to see
I don't want to be doing the paperwork necessarily. I'd like for the consumer to be responsible for registration, but I think overall it is a needed element in the industry.
Right now, he, as many others, are just taking kind of a wait and see to see what they come up with.
Fight between two passengers on the Southwest flight forced that plane to be brought back to LAX. Happened yesterday. It's not clear at this point what started it, but the two people involved weren't flying together. One of them was taken off the plane by FBI agents waiting at the gate. That forced more than 100 others on board to switch planes. They eventually ended up in San Francisco about 5 hours later.
Several reports that the former basketball pro Lamar Odom has been taken off the ventilator and is breathing on his own. He's described as alert and stable. But Odom did take kidney dialysis yesterday after previously experiencing kidney failure.
And there's also a report coming out of that brothel in Nevada that he may have been robbed there. The Love Ranch owner, Dennis Hoff, told the New York Post that someone he didn't recognize and claiming to be Odom's manager went to the room just hours after he was found and took his cell phone and other items. Police had already searched the room by the time he arrived. 9:05 now on KNX. Most Americans not so concerned about the issue of identity theft these days. We'll tell you more. We've got a report coming up in 2 minutes.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s with Jennifer Yard.
Got a call, a woman saying she's on the 5 and it's going kind of slow. Yeah, it has been. There was an earlier problem southbound side of the 5. Van Nuys Boulevard. Jeff was over it earlier before he landed. And that's why it's still a little heavy. I believe it's clear to the right shoulder now, but it's tough. The 14 has just been miserable all morning long. It remains heavy. It's unbelievably heavy, actually, still at this time of the morning from Sand Canyon all the way down towards the 5, and that started a long time ago. And then it opens up, and again, as I mentioned, the earlier problem at Van Nuys should be clearing, and then your 5's going to open up, not too bad. And then, if you continue on the 5 through Sun Valley, it's a little heavy. Not too bad, though, until you get to the 134. And then that's the bulk of the slowing still, unfortunately, from the 134 down into the East LA interchange. Southbound side of the 170, that's still tough from Oxnard into the Calango Pass. It opens up around Highland, and then it loads up again right around Sunset Boulevard, heading down towards the 4-level. 110 South still also kind of heavy from about Avenue 52 down, and South 2 not too bad. Slow from south of York into the Silver Lake Echo Park area. Santa Monica Freeway westbound, still tough this morning, departing from downtown all the way out to Santa Monica, and eastbound side slow from about, looks like about 4th or 5th Street, heading over towards the 405. You always get that bunch up there as folks transition onto the 405. Our next report at 9:15 with Southern California's most frequent traffic reports. I'm Jennifer York, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Low pressure moving through today, so with that, we will continue to see cloudy conditions and drizzle produced from the cloud cover as well. Other than that, temperatures staying in the 60s and 70s predominantly. Over the next few days, we're clearing out and warming up as high pressure builds over Southern California the rest of the week. Looking at lots of sunshine, 70s, 80s, even 90s in the mix, and this warm up lasting through the weekend. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecasts, I'm CBS 2's meteorologist Evelyn Taft, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Up to 69 degrees downtown LA right now. West Covina has 64 this morning, and Long Beach right now it's 71.
9:07 on KNX. If you become a victim of identity theft, it could haunt you literally for years. Still, many consumers seem to be just shrugging their shoulders and moving on the issue. KNX 1070's John Baird live for us now with the story. John.
The latest Bankrate.com survey shows 1 in 5 Americans are not concerned at all about identity theft. This despite the fact that it appears to be so prevalent. Nearly half of all Americans have been hit by identity thieves or know someone else who has been targeted. Credit expert John Alzheimer says you should at least take some basic steps to protect yourself, like
shredding documents, not tossing bank statements in the garbage. You might want to opt out so you stop getting so many credit card offers in the mail. That stuff is very valuable to thieves.
He says if crooks get a hold of your name, address, date of birth, and social security numbers, they can make your life miserable for years to come. He also says those credit card offers are dangerous because they usually contain a lot of financial information about you. Live in L.A., John Baird, KNX 1070 News Radio.
The Pasadena Police Department wants residents to weigh in on body cams with the cops. The meeting is at City Hall today. We'll focus on just how and when those cams should be used and when they are going to be rolled out next year. They'll cover privacy issues and how the public can get the videos for themselves. That meeting is at 3:30 this afternoon.
At 9:08 on KNX, there are just a handful of vehicles stuck in the mud on State Route 58 up in Tehachapi, but the CHP says it'll take at least until Thursday to get them out. A big rig and about a half dozen abandoned cars have been stranded since last week's flash flooding. About 200 vehicles were trapped in the resulting mudslides, closing 8 miles of that road.
The voting begins today at all 23 Cal State University campuses as teachers decide whether to authorize the possible walkout if there is a complete breakdown in the money talks.
Right now, the negotiations over pay hikes for the following academic school year are in the hands of a fact-finding mediator. The two sides at an impasse over the CSU offered 2% and the California Faculty Association demand for 5% pay raise. CFA President Jennifer Egan tells me its 25,000 members have steadily lost earning power over the past decade.
Their refrain is 2% for the faculty is fine, and it's equivalent to the 2% that managers got, except that managers make more money.
Fact-finding has found in the union's favor in the past. Egan hopes it'll get the CSU back to the bargaining table. Otherwise, CFA will know by the end of the month whether members are willing to walk out. Ron Kilgore, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Jennifer York standing by with a check of our Southern California freeways, including Topanga Canyon Road, heading towards the coast, in and out of the coast, I guess, or that area. Jennifer standing by with that. Your traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Our report coming up in just over 4 minutes.
When the weather is at its worst. We'll be right back where they started as far as mud on both sides of the highway. They're not going to be able to reopen the highway. We're at our best.
33-mile stretch of the Clyde closed.
We have more thunderstorms today and heavier rainfalls.
Breaking news as it happens. Depend on us. Southern California's only 24-hour news and traffic station. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Looking to grow your business? When it's time, go to Comerica, where they will raise your expectations of what a bank could be. Comerica.
At Keck Medicine of USC, we're redefining medicine. Our world-renowned physicians are leading the way in finding cures and providing innovative treatment for the most serious conditions. An approach we call the Keck effect. That means doing everything possible to help our patients do more of the things they love. With locations throughout Southern California, we bring exceptional care close to you. Learn more by visiting keckmedicine.org or call 800-USC-CARE. Keck Medicine of USC, beyond exceptional medicine.
My kids were struggling in their classes. Extra tutoring after school, sports, in our family. I heard about Hellstrom Academy and their one student, one teacher ratio, flexible scheduling, and on-site homework completion. And I said, sign me up. Best decision I ever made.
Hellstrom Academy. One student, one teacher, no limits. Hellstrom is an accredited full-time private school serving grades 6 through 12. Call 800-753-8181. 800-753-8181.
Bill and Kathleen with American Vision Windows.
Hi, my name is Bill, and this is my wife Kathleen, and we are the owners of American Vision Windows.
And they founded American Vision Windows because of first-hand experience.
It was about 16 years ago. We had a need to get some windows.
We didn't have people returning our calls. They really weren't professional. They didn't give us a full presentation to understand what I was buying, the benefits I was going to have, all the stuff that we like to share with the customer now. I didn't feel like we could make a super educated decision.
They saw a need. The window business needed better customer service. But get this, a final straw for Bill?
Some of these people were looking at Kathleen like she wasn't the decision maker, which in our house is a mistake.
Since day one, Bill and Kathleen have been on a mission to revolutionize the home improvement industry one customer at a time. Right now, American Vision Windows will pay your tax, plus give you free installation. Call 888-363-8181, 888-363-8181, or AmericanVisionWindows.com. CSLB number 778326. Now open in San Diego.
Attention KNX listeners, Laser Eye Center is now introducing a brand new cutting-edge technology that improves your vision at different ranges, near, mid-range, and distance. Patients who choose the state-of-the-art technology to correct their vision are able to greatly reduce their dependence on reading glasses without compromising their distant vision. So if you've been trying to better your sight and reduce your dependence on reading glasses, then there has never been a better time. Laser Eye Center is offering $1,000 off to the first 15 listeners to call 888-81-LASIK. That's 888-81-LASIK. The consultation is absolutely free, and they are offering zero-down interest-free financing for 36 months. Zero downtime, and you'll be back at work the very next day. Call 888-815-2745. Claim your $1,000 off now. They have convenient locations throughout Southern California. 888-815-2745, or go to lasereyecenter.com.
Your Eye Center.
You, if you don't like it, like we're not doing any kind of lunch for you.
Yeah.
And then I thought, wait a minute, that might actually be kind of interesting, and maybe it would work. because of I see it with you all the time.
Yeah, I can win your fans over.
No, not you.
No.
I'm talking about like when
You're spinning it, Mike.
When you get screwed over and someone like, that's how you got the name No Juice Mike. So like when you get screwed over on something, instead of getting even, they know all they have to do is like take you to lunch somewhere,
It's all good.
and everything will be okay.
Buy
It's like
some
my
vodka.
wife. I just have to get her
Feed me,
flowers or whatever.
So, Menace, why are you complaining about that? Because you're the same kind of guy. Feed you and you're fine.
That's true.
What are you talking about?
You asked for gift cards and you're good.
And why is there a Mike the Queef? What is that poster board doing back there?
That's from the.
I know where it's from, but can you get rid of that?
No, because it goes with the pinata.
It matches. It's like this little corner. They're hoarders over here with all the.
Son, Mike's a queen.
Ellen came in and admired it.
She loved
She
it.
thought it was awesome.
Why do you hate Ellen
So can we go back to the fact that I said exactly what I said, and he goes, "Oh no, that's right."
He deflected.
Yeah, he said I'm embellishing and I'm making something up, and yet he goes, "Oh, that's right."
kinda right.
Sounds about right.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. It's like, hey, some band wants to come do something. Well, we were trying to get some band to come do something. They go, no, we're going to go over to K-Rock. And you go, oh, wait. And then next thing you know, like Mike has like a sushi lunch and it's all good. And they're back in good favor.
Yeah. Wait till you see. I've got something really big planned for Christmas. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
All right.
Hey,
quitting?
You'll see.
Damn, he's butthurt for real.
He's walking out.
Welcome back, Mike. Oh, there's landing. Oh, I think legit feelings are hurt there.
Every time he says, I'll have something big, and then he tells you, you're like, oh, thanks.
Where's the bigness?
Yeah, wait for the big part.
Crickets.
You started with a slow burn. Where's the bigness?
I got something really great. Oh, where's the great part?
Did you see the look on his face? His lips disappeared.
He turned into Beaker. Oh my God.
Hey guys, you guys ready for your Christmas gift?
Yeah.
I'm quitting.
No way!
And there's Woody skipping into the sunset.
With Santa. I'm a boss ass bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch.
You all right over there, Seabass?
That's fun.
All right, Sam.
No offense,
I'm
Mike.
enjoying that.
Not really a queef.
He comes in here just immediately like mad at me for like, embellishing on something, and then I tell him exactly what that's right. That's right.
That's kind of true.
All right, Ravi, what's happening in sports?
It's being brought to you by charitywater.org. 663 million people don't have clean water, and we have the power to change that. charitywater.org. Sunday Night Football, it's the Patriots staying undefeated as they beat the Colts 32-27. There was this crazy play that everyone's talking about today. It was 4th and 3. The Colts lined up in some sort of something and basically had one guy trying to block 7 Patriots coming at them. It failed, even ended up being an illegal formation, and Colts coach Chuck Pagano said that was all on him.
Whoops.
It was funny, some college tweeted out this morning, some smaller college, this is how you do it, and they actually got that play to work.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Colts didn't run it that way.
What were they even trying to do? So what did the college team do?
The college snapped it back to the guy who was supposed to be in the backfield, and then he ran to where the blockers were. Not just trying to run straight forward where the other guys were waiting to tackle him.
Okay.
He actually kind of faked like maybe he was going to throw. There was all kinds of like trickery and mechanics. That's how a fake play should work.
Yeah.
There's several elements, not just snap it and get tackled. So, so really, the most pathetic play that anybody